Are you going to sit down?
Yeah,
I'm
so
live? What? We're having technical,
I'll be over there in a second. I'm gonna put it on my
not
fridge.
difficulties, but we're getting, you got to get,
Challenges.
right? We're off grid, okay? Give us a
Yeah,
break.
give me a break.
It's hard to get the lighting and the seating and everything just right when you're off grid. I mean, what is shining on me is not a spotlight, it's a flashlight
It is a flashlight. We recharge with solar.
that we recharge with solar. Come on now. Okay, so shall I wait till people show up in there? Or
Yes, you should just do
just kind of,
nonsense for
all
a
right, so
while.
one of the things that we want to do tonight, we're going to auction this off. What am I bid? We need a Chevy Chevelle in exchange.
You don't even have to talk. You can just wait till a couple of people get on there and say hi to them.
Hello, the Prepper Frog. Shalom, Mrs.
Ribbit.
Hermit Hill. Shalom,
Ribbit.
Stephen McClure.
McClure. That's a great name.
I have COVID-19 and it's no biggie. Well, don't breathe on us, Stephen. Hang on. Hey, John. Hey. Hello.
Hello.
Shalom. Where's my towel rack? Hmm? The music well. Hello, folks. Mary, CBS News Jane. Shalom, Tammy
Shalom.
Palmer. Thank you for all of your videos. Well, you're welcome, and thank you for coming and commenting on them and giving me feedback. I appreciate it. Steven said, call. It's done. I'll email you. Good, John. I've been waiting. It will help make some of the mess behind me a little bit more orderly. There's Shield Maiden. Shalom.
Yay, Shield Maiden.
Shalom. Yay. Is that Adam's Cabin? Adiana Caban. Thank you both for your service. He had the service. I was just the support for his service, but thank you. Shalom from West Virginia. Lynn.
West by God.
West by God, Virginia, which did not have any cases of COVID.
I think it's the only state, right? Or one of the
At
few?
least in the last few days. Like it was one of the last 5. I know that much. That hadn't had that yet.
Wes S
Kathy
is here.
McElroy. Good
Albo's
last name.
here. C103's here.
Hey, C103.
Ross is here from Scotland. Scotland forever.
We love the Scottish. What is it? National anthem. Man, we love that. Kathy McElroy. Hello. Shalom, Meg Nemo.
Second hi from Scotland.
Robin Sawyer. Is that Norm? Hello.
Well, we got a lot of
Albo.
Scots here. Todd Ferguson's from
Oh,
Scotland.
Todd Ferguson.
Ferguson.
Do you have the red hair now?
I think you sounded more Irish.
I think
there.
I did too. What a horrible accent. Forgive me. Hey, USS. Hey, JS. Hey,
Matthew,
McMikey.
Brocate, Wes S.
Okie Storm Chaser. Thank you for your gift. Much appreciated.
In.
Beef bacon.
All right.
All right. Snow Farm, Central Texas.
Oh,
Blessings
you can't
from
have
the
that.
Scottish Highlands. Oh. And
Howdy, y'all.
House.
I will be your comment reader tonight.
Shalom from Missouri. Hope you got your TP stocked. Oh boy, we are so worried about the TP here.
I'm going
aren't
to move
we?
this just a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why does my head look so much bigger than yours?
Because your head is big.
No, it's not. Look, see if we put them together, they're very close. All right.
Well met.
Barton Warehouse, hello from Utah. Doug Bunyard, hello from Tennessee. JC Dragon, evening from Nevada. Wendy Blank,
Kingdom of Nevada.
May way long number. Sister Kate is her name. He said I can't remember your name to you.
Oh, yes.
Hello. Hello for coming.
I'm starting a backhoe service for long, narrow holes if anyone needs one, said Wes
14
S.
Delta
Shame on
FA
you.
Sniper from Northwest Mo. Patriot Mama from Idaho.
Hey, Patriot Mama.
Are you living in your own private Idaho?
Hey, Earl's daughter. Shalom. We just
Jungle
got
Doc. Hello, Pastor.
Oh,
Hello,
wait.
Jungle Doc.
Wait a minute, Shalom. We just got our first confirmed case in our county today. Yeah, we
Who
were
said
sort
that?
of Earl's daughter
Where's Earl's daughter live?
near OKC, I think.
Oh? Oh,
Oh, are you getting ready to coop there,
you
Earl's
can
daughter?
send money to our PayPal account, vikingservices@hotmail.com. Thank you very much.
Hello from Eganville, Ontario.
Shalomi Hebrews, Furious Mongoose. Shalomi, my homie.
Shalomi, mommy. Hey, BK.
Mark Gothberg says hi. Warrior Ranch Northwest from Washington State.
Any idea why they
Brian
wouldn't announce
Spence.
the lockdown today of waiting still later? We can kind of answer that question now, right?
Oh, we'll wait a little bit. People are still.
That's a really good
Hey,
question.
while we're waiting to actually get going, evidently it matters if you hit the thumbs up button over there. I don't know how it matters. It's not like we're monetized, but supposedly it does. So, if you could, while you're chatting, go over there and go click.
I think you actually have to log out of the chat and then click it and then log
No,
back in.
see, you could click it right now. Watch, I'm going to click it right now. Now it's
Oh
going
well,
to 4.
he has a fancy.
Hey, Canteen Cup said hi. I didn't see.
Connecting.
Johanna Colon says, this is awesome. It's my first time seeing you guys on live. Joseph Webb, shalom from Montana. Michael Cruzen, hello from Kentucky. Matt from Arizona. Biddy Boo's here.
Hey, shalom, Biddy Boo.
BK's here.
Hey, Biddy Boo, are there any cases in your county?
BK's got the Canadian goose, and we saw Canadian geese today.
We heard like 3 flocks of Canadian geese going north. We sure did. I've been following you for a long time.
Oh, from the Patreon, it just disappeared.
Me.
Man, this is going fast.
Yeah, Gather and Grow, shalom, shalom. Prepper Broadcasting Network,
Sister
shalom.
Renee Forrest, help me, shalom. Sister Kate and PJ. Matt B, hello from Middle Tennessee. Ken Fanny, hiya from NC.
Catching you live 2 times in 30 days. Wendy Blank, shalom. Always nice to see you.
You're way behind on the comments. You should let me do the comments. You just talk to the people.
I want to know what they're saying.
I'm reading them out loud as they come up.
Good point. Okay, but when are we going to start, sweetie?
Now.
Okay, let's start. Now. All right, so one of the first topics we wanted to talk about.
Betty Boo said none in her county now. You want me to keep interrupting you, right? You could just
a little
talk
bit,
over
yeah,
me.
No, a little bit. Yeah, I did want to know that. I asked her specifically. I'm glad to hear that.
Saying hi from all over. Following Yeshua's here, Brother Chris.
Oh, Brother Chris, shalom, shalom. Bless
5 cases in Idaho. I'll just keep talking low. You can talk.
We are limiting our social gatherings and visiting friends and family. Yep.
Read that to you.
Okay.
Florida has a bunch for my city.
Okay, so
Boo,
back to our topic.
Sasquatch is here. Shalom.
What a nationwide quarantine actually means. What's going to be our first. Wow, I look really, really. You don't look near as. Yeah, I mean,
I'm an attractive man.
I'm a very wrinkled and tired-looking woman. I have worked very hard today.
I have to keep my glasses on, though. It makes me look like a boomer.
Yes,
I don't even read.
Because we are boomers. So what does quarantine mean?
Or lockdown or whatever. They won't call it a quarantine, I don't think.
Right, or lockdown. Okay, so as far as I know, it simply means that they're going to limit travel at least between the states.
I think what he's going to do, and none of us know, right? It's not like we have the inside scoop and they gave us their briefing ahead of time for us to approve it.
Well, I think about constitutionally, too. What would that mean, right?
Patriot Act got rid of the Constitution, sweetie. That doesn't matter anymore. It's just an old scrap paper.
I was reading an article that said the states only have power to do stuff like that. But
I'm telling you, the bully pulpit. He's going to get up there. He's going to... Have you noticed all the schools closing, like in the last 48 hours?
Lots of schools. 16
Kansas and Arkansas just closed their schools for the next 2 weeks. I believe the president be talking to the governors, yo.
He probably in North Carolina, right? North Carolina schools just closed.
They're all going to close. He's going to close the schools. He's probably going to tell the governors, you should close your restaurants, your theaters, your ... And that's what they're going to do initially. And I think they're going to put something out initially, and they're going to clamp down, make it tighter, make it tighter, make it tighter, extend the time.
Yeah, they're kicking students out of universities, but that started earlier. They the campus stuff, or just kicking you off the campus.
Just said that.
BK, because university, like a cruise ship, is kind of like encapsulated, and you've got a bunch of people in buildings where the air is being recirculated, and so one person, right, could just cough out the germs, and then it's going to infect everybody in the building. So they've been doing that. 5 cases in Kentucky.
I got you, baby.
Yeah. So pastors saying, what did you just say? That the schools shut
They're
down
going to
first?
close schools. They're going to close big gatherings. They're going to do all those things starting out, and then
But
they're
what
going to
are
get
they going
staggered.
to allow? What is it they're going to be allowing?
Well, they
They're
got to
gonna...
allow people to go. Oh, I'm sorry. You were going to answer.
No,
your
no,
own
no.
question.
You answer it.
They're going to put up all those testing centers pretty soon, so you're going to be able to go to the testing center.
Right. You're going to be able to go get medical care like at a hospital or something.
Sure, they're not going to like close the streets down, which is then going to make it harder to enforce.
They're also going to leave pharmacies open because they're saying sites like CVS and Walgreens and stuff are going to be where you may be able to go get a test that you can test yourself
Psalm
with.
46:10 said, "My kids are in school here in Kansas. They're off this week for spring break, but I haven't heard anything other than that." So your Secretary of Education in Kansas just said that beginning Tuesday, Kansas public schools will be closed until the 30th of March, and Monday is optional.
The 30th of March, though, from today is about 2 weeks.
Right, no, it's 2 weeks.
It's not. Some states are saying, Ohio
James
is
Lopez
saying
says Shalom from
maybe
Cali.
for the whole
Schools are
year.
closed. They're going to close all the schools, guaranteed. And what's that going to do? We talked about this in the pandemic flu stuff.
Right. So if your schools are all shut down, then you're going to have all these rugrats running around. Young people whose parents are both still working or not, maybe not home, and there is I don't know who said it, but maybe what is it called, juvenile delinquency. Mm-hmm. That there may be gangs of those little guys running around causing trouble.
Little 10-year-olds, man, they're vicious.
I was thinking more like 15-year-olds because maybe they're shaving and they're home and 3 or 4 or 5 of them, and they start wandering around and look, somebody's swimming pool in the backyard, and they break in there and they swim around. I don't know, but what else? The large gathering is a no. So
hey,
that
Travis, NWA Prepper showed up.
Hey, shalom,
he uses
Travis.
His name.
Yeah, stay away from the virus, Travis. Okay, all y'all stay away from it. But anyway, I think they're going to say no to churches meeting, and people in churches will want to meet and pray together and worship together and stuff. But seriously, it's probably not a good idea.
Austria, Todd Ferguson,
yes,
said Austria is down to a maximum of 5 people gatherings.
Yep.
Some UK supermarkets are limiting 4 per item.
Right.
Intel on the ground from our man Ferguson.
That's right.
It's a great name. We like it.
Yeah, we like Scotland. Come on, it's a gorgeous
Scotland forever.
That's right. We like the kilts too. But can you go to work? Can you go to work in quarantine? I think that's the biggest question.
In the government and in a lot of industry out there, for the last week, they have been telling people, take your laptop when you go home because you may get a call not to come back.
Right.
And, I'm telling you, the federal government is going to go pew, and they're going to tell people like I used to be to stay home, and it's going to be lovely for them.
Yeah, it'll be lovely for them. But what about people like mechanics? What about people like plumbers? What about people like clerks?
Can't do that on your laptop.
You can't do that on the clerking maybe, but I'm talking about like, I don't know, Dollar General, people who are there working and stocking the shelves and everything. Do you think under that quarantine they'll be allowed
Freedom
to do that?
TV said Utah Mormon churches closed worldwide. We knew that.
We knew that. We knew that about the Mormon Church. Answer the question, no.
Oh, what was the question? I'm trying to read what people
I know.
are saying.
Do you think Dollar General and places like Walmart, are they going to continue to have people restocking shelves? Is that going to be a quarantine
They will.
thing?
INSCOM told non-essential personnel to stay home tomorrow. Yep, see, it started. The FedGov and especially the higher levels of FedGov
Renee
get
sells
the
mattresses.
information earlier. So yeah, stay home. Cool. Woo-hoo. All that and money too. Do you remember that when we used to say that, Albo? All that and money too. That was our buddy Dave used to say that.
You didn't answer the question.
What was the question?
Clerks, people like mechanics. Are they going to be told they have to stay home, or are they going to be allowed to go?
I don't think they're going to tell. I think initially they're
work?
going to tell people you should stay home, and businesses you should let. I think they're going to put the peer pressure on them initially.
Hey, Westfield Forge.
It'll crank down.
Right, they'll crank it down after that. So
yeah,
initially,
but Walmart's already.
Right.
There are no more 24-hour Walmarts.
Right.
They're closed from 11 p.m. to 6.
Right. And Walmart and other stores, too, cut their 24-hour things down to 6 or 8 so they can clean the stores and restock them. So we think that under the quarantine, people who have to actually physically go to work will be allowed to go to work, and told, you're taking your life in your hands, whatever the risk is on you.
So
And then
Digester,
eventually told, no, you can't.
so Digester said somewhere in Wisconsin, several sheriff's departments are no longer going on 911 calls. That's happening everywhere. Can we address that?
Oh, heck yeah.
I have several contacts, some of whom I know personally, who are LEOs, law enforcement officers. As a group, they have, I mean, I'm just talking all over the country.
All schools closed.
They're all telling me the same thing. They're only going to 911 calls. They're not going to self-initiate any calls. They're not just
They're not
people
stopping
for the heck
people in
of
the
it.
street anymore, and like touching their IDs and all that.
And yeah, they're
I look
taking
way
steps.
too bright. Like you're
bright. You bring the light, Sister Kate. Your face lights up the world.
I look like
Come to the light. No, I haven't even started drinking yet. It's my normal happy state.
I work for a large oil company, and all office employees who can work at home will be staying at home.
Yeah, no more elective procedures. Your halo is blinding, says Albo.
Get out of here. No, it was Bubba X.
See, I don't... Oh, it was Bubba X, you're right. I thought it was Albo X.
Oh, stop.
You look great, SK.
Oh, thank you.
I am a police officer in Ohio. We were told no traffic stops.
Right? No more traffic stops, because they don't want the
policemen
policemen getting sick.
I just put my voice of authority on. Do you know why I stopped you today, sir?
So
no, officer, I don't have any idea.
If there's a national quarantine and the police officers are not making
traffic stops... Are you detaining me? Am I detained? Am I free to go?
If they're not responding to 911 calls, that means there's going to be a super large, crime rate raising up.
I am worried about the crime rate going up for a couple reasons. I told my patrons today, I think the next two things that are going to happen is a run on the banks as soon as they announce whatever's coming for cash. And then I think the next thing is, what did I say?
Juvenile delinquency?
No, I said run on the banks. What did I say, patrons?
Run on the banks and crime.
Oh, and crime rate in general. Yeah, not juvenile delinquency. Crime rate's going to, because people are going to panic and they're going to start stealing stuff. You do look too bright. Let's see if
I know. Like, I'm not an alien, I promise. It's just the flashlight. That's a little...
What is your name? What is your unit?
Name?
You will tell us what we want to know one way or another.
I will not tell you.
You will tell us!
I will not tell you.
Sorry. I'm in a good mood tonight.
I guess.
All right, you can talk to the people. I'm trying to get the lighting.
You are trying to get the lighting. When you put it on the table, it's just a little too not bright enough, and then when you aim it right at me, it's too bright. So maybe off center a little. Right about there. Right about there. It's
not
too bad. It's better.
All right.
You can at least see what color my head covering is now.
You are beautiful, my sweet.
I cannot sign some papers because you have broken both my hands. That's an old joke.
I don't understand what you want.
Okay, so I like to nail things down. So we have said under the quarantine, because the police officers are not responding to a lot of 911 calls. Going to
911 calls. That was another specific town which we will not mention or talk about anymore. We're not going to say that. They are going to 911 calls. That's all they're doing. They're not going to sit there on the side of the road and go, I think I'm going to go stop that person.
Okay,
because they're trying to lower their
contact without having a really serious reason. What's the other one? Oh, the juvenile delinquency may go up. So you may see more petty crime kind of stuff happening, and the juvenile delinquency. We will see a lot of people being told, stay at home to do your work. Be at home with your children who are off school, which is going to drive a lot of parents crazy. I've seen some hilarious memes about a dude saying, well, I noticed there's a woman sitting on the couch next to me. I think she's my wife. She seems really nice. There's no sports on TV kind of thing,
Stop coronavirus. Stop acting like that, or I'm going to ban you from this conversation.
Better listen to Pastor. He ain't playing.
I ain't playing. One more time and I'm done.
And we're going to see the stores starting to do what they've already started, which was narrow their hours down, and they're going to start limiting what you can take. Because I've heard, I've read some stores like HEB in Texas said, oh yes, we have more supplies, but it's not going to be okay for us to just stick it on the shelf and then everybody takes it all. Like they want to make sure that of the stocks that they have, that they can portion them out and not just have a run on the store like we've seen in the last week. You're probably going to be able to go to your job if you have to go to your job, at least for a while. And you're going to be told to like wash your hands and, protect your eyes and all that other stuff. But if more people continue to be sick, then it may just get to the point in the quarantine where everybody is told to stay home, except very essential personnel like the utility workers to keep your power and your water up, and the
We Tree, thank you for the assist.
Yes, We Tree, welcome and thank you. And pharmacy workers, because the pharmacies are going to be used to distribute.
Okay, we've got a lot of questions we need to address.
Okay, so we're going to start addressing
it's
questions.
Oh no, first somebody, I can't remember who, somebody named something Berlin said, do you think over-the-road truckers are going to be stopped? No, you stop the over-the-road truckers, you stop the country.
Right. They won't be able to do that. So they'll probably be like, maybe checking their temperatures and telling them the same thing, wash your hands and stuff like that. Truck stops, therefore, would be open, and truck stop workers would still be working.
Do you think the state borders will stay open for 1 week? I don't think we'll have a week before whatever they say is going to happen is going to happen. Yeah. I think 72 hours probably max.
48, 72, because people need to settle down. Food distribution centers are emptying here. Maybe. Okay, so let's address that real quick. If the food distribution centers and the food and stuff gets parceled out, this is the time for you guys to start your gardens if you haven't already done it. In the face of that information, it is the only common sense, reasonable thing to do. And the really weird thing was when we went shopping today, no toilet paper, no paper towels.
No toilet paper? What?
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 Where?
Where's that roll?
Right
I will
here.
Fight you for that
this
roll.
This thing is hobo gold.
Boom! Look at that.
Hobo
Law
gold.
of the jungle.
Anyway, you've
Here,
got
sweetie.
me. What was I talking
What's
about?
mine is yours.
Oh, so we're at the store. What we saw a lot of still there are bedding plants and fruit trees and like bushes. People should be buying those things up right now and planting that stuff right now. It's even 10 years too late. You should have planted that fruit tree 10 years ago. But semi-dwarf trees will bear some fruit this year. If you get something like a Macintosh fruit tree, it will not bear fruit for 5 to 7 years. If you live in an apartment building, if you live, in a dorm room or anything like that, you still should get some bedding plants and you should have some container
Everybody
stuff.
should plant food.
Exactly. Whatever you like. Cucumbers, squash.
I'll be
peppers.
getting more berry bushes and more trees tomorrow. I recommend you go early.
Yes. Thank you, Gordy.
Chickens. Somebody said.
Yeah, we were at the store today, and an old fellow was standing next to me. We were in the dairy section, and he was just staring at the egg aisle.
Oh yeah, that old guy.
Because there were no eggs. There
no
was zero.
Eggs in Walmart.
Zero eggs.
Huge section.
And I thought he was like, where are the eggs for me?
Semper Fi.
But he said, it's not. He said. Why would anybody want eggs? Why would anybody be taking eggs? Why would there be no eggs?
It's like whenever
left?
there's a snowstorm. Clearly, everyone's going to make French toast. They get bread, milk, and eggs.
Well, it was funny because then the bacon was all gone too. So I guess everybody's thinking of their breakfast foods, but they're gone. So
there was no cereal.
He said to me, like, I'm not worried about the eggs being gone today because I have some at home. I'm worried about when mine are gone. How am I going to get more? And I told him I never buy eggs. I have chickens.
Hello, D-Neck.
D-Neck.
How are you?
Shalom. If you have chickens, they're laying eggs for you. You don't have to worry about that in the store. And we've been talking about that for years.
Everybody
been telling
can't
you
have
for
chickens.
7 years. A lot of cities will allow you to have a couple of chickens.
What do you know about raising chickens in a city?
What do I know? I went around in trash heaps and got all the scraps to make myself
third world capital city.
In a third world capital city, and then I walked into a little store where they sold things like magazines and Cokes, and I ordered 2 chickens. and they just kind of looked at me and they're like, do you want the kind that lay eggs, or do you want the kind that are like you eat it like a whole bird?
Somebody said they're freezing their milk. Oh, 06 sea bass.
Yeah, you can freeze your milk.
What else did you freeze?
Good way to store that. I'm not done with my chicken story.
Sorry.
So I ordered 2 chickens, and I explained to them I wanted the ones that lay eggs, and they just said, "Hang on a minute." I could hear them. They went back, got on their scooter, drove to their little village, grabbed 2 chickens, stuck them in the white bags, drove the little scooter back, got off, came, charged me like 4 ringgit. So what is that? I don't even remember.
Now you just gave away where we were. See?
It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Beat you about the head and shoulders.
Doesn't matter. We've said it before in videos.
25 cents.
It's like 25 cents for 2 chickens. I have done that thing. You're the one who brought it up in the first place.
I
Anyway.
didn't put out the OPSEC. I'm good at keeping secrets.
Anyway, what were you trying to tell me? Went to Walmart.
Too late now. It's gone so far. How to run freezers after the power kicks out. You have 2 options, Hunter Seeker.
Yes, you do.
A generator with an ample supply of fuel, or solar.
Yeah, if you had enough solar, you could run a freezer, but a really good idea is just can everything in that freezer, and then it's good for the next 7 years. And you don't have to worry about a power source. Or dehydrate it all. Same thing. You don't have to worry about how am I going to power that thing. Hey, Nunya Biz, shalom.
Yeah, some parts of the country you can put it in a footlocker on your back porch on the north side of the house right now.
That's right. You live in Alaska, you can probably bury it in the ground. Eggs can be frozen raw out of the shell. Eggs can be dehydrated. Eggs can be canned.
People crack eggs into ice cube trays. They freeze them, then they crack the ice cube tray into a Ziploc bag.
And they'll stay on your counter, believe it or not, for like 3 or 4 months and still be okay. Anyway.
We are a young married couple.
Make ghee is a great way to store your butter.
Yes, I think a complete lockdown of the USA and Canada is possible. Mineral oil will preserve eggs. My 6-year-old daughter's egg business is killing it. What were you saying today?
I was saying if this thing really is bad, I could start selling eggs on Craigslist. I could probably up my prices too, because I've been keeping them pretty low for, naturally grown, I won't say organic, but free ranging birds. I'm 10 years behind the times on that. Okay. So what else do we think is going to happen during the quarantine?
I think you're not going to be able to freely go where you want and shop where you want.
Right. There's probably only going to be a limited number of stores. People. So you're not going to be eating out at restaurants. You're not going to be going to movies. You're not going to be able to be going to the malls and shopping
you ought not to be
weekend.
doing any of that right now. Anyway, hello.
There will be no parades. There will be no,
Albo has a case of Spam, but do you have the pineapple rings to go with it and the brown sugar bra? Sorry, that was Albo.
I think
we had this conversation. Albo is ate up with the Spam.
Right, no.
Because he's a Hawaiian guy. He looks just like a Hawaiian.
I know he does. And you need to get rid of it, okay? That is unclean food right there. Go out and get you some canned chicken. Better for you. Who said hi?
Ronan Reed.
Hey, Ronan Reed. Hello. Is it turkey spam? I like turkey spam.
I don't like any spam. We had this. Let's get off the spam because we talked about Scrapple.
I'm not. Hawaiians must be very handsome.
They are like you, Albo X.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Please message me. All right. Do you eat kosher?
No.
Hey, there's
we eat clean.
Tim. Shalom, Tim. I was using the homie today. I actually think I need 3 or 4 more of those things. I was planting blueberry plants.
Oh, your homie?
My homie. There's Susan Bryant.
Susan Bryant, hello. Her husband's trapped overseas.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry,
I know,
Susan.
I am too.
Oh. Man, that stinks.
Reed Schneider's going to sell his toilet paper stock. Somebody want to know if we eat kosher. If you want to address that or not, you can.
Oh, that's right. That's what I was talking about. We eat biblically. We eat...
Leviticus 11.
In Genesis, where it talks about what is food and what is not food, that is what we follow.
No, it's just the quick crib notes are in Leviticus 11.
Yeah, the crib notes are in Leviticus 11. Kosher actually means that you have a rabbi come through and he inspects all the food and how it's processed and so on.
And it doesn't say that in the Bible.
No, it doesn't say it's required in the Bible, so that's why we don't do it. And then he gives his blessing and like puts a stamp on it. Now, is a lot of the food that we eat kosher? Yes, because
Probably.
they coincide. If we see a little kosher stamp, we're almost certain that it's going to be biblically
Tertius
clean.
said, preserve beef, make biltong. I'll make jerky, brother. You make biltong. How about that?
Hey, Tertius, long time no hear from you.
J.S. Badger said, Torah, not Talmud. He's right.
Yeah, we're Torah, not Talmud. And Torah is basically just the first 5 books of the Bible. So we follow that. I've frozen apples and a few pints of black and blueberries.
Oh, air traffic's going to shut down.
Leadwood Mare, you need to make jam out of that stuff. I would not leave that in my freezer. I would make room in my freezer for something like a big old T-bone. Take all that fruit stuff, make jam.
1.5 inch
It's
T-bones. Delicious.
That's right. Jam is wonderful. It's great on all that bread and biscuit and everything that I'm going to be, well.
Have you ever heard of high meat? No, is that the meat like the monkeys in Rhodesia that have been dead for 3 days and they're on a pole in the center of camp till everybody gets hungry and then they cook it up in an ammo can?
Non-essential businesses closing down. Me too. I think that's going to happen in quarantine.
Perfect in weakness. Biltong is like jerky.
You are not going to be able to travel outside your state, I think. I think they're really going to try to limit just, I'm going shopping in the next state over, or I'm going to go.
None of your beeswax said my T-bones are walking around in the back right now.
That's right.
That's a good plan.
Food
on the hoof.
You need to protect them though, because other people may want them after a while. Something else I know. Well, I'm not gonna get into that. Plant your gardens. Plant your gardens. Get your food stuff ready. If you can, buy some chickens, buy some turkeys, buy some ducks, geese. All those farm fowl lay eggs. You will not have a problem with your eggs, and you'll be able to have protein every single day.
Anyone can make it close their store in the mall today until...
What?
Somebody worked in a mall, they closed their store. Loco American says, how do you see the financial system going if everyone stays home?
That's interesting, gonna be a hit. Right? Because our bank just texted us an email today and said, hey, we just want you to know that we're aware of what's going on and we're trying to be virus correct.
No.
In our lobby and with our workers. They'll probably do banking drive-through only, at least initially. But if people start panicking and trying to pull money from the banks, that's going to be a big problem.
Tomorrow. If they make this announcement tomorrow, people are going to hit the banks within 15 minutes. So if you want to go get cash, you should be at your bank when it opens.
Or go to your ATM and start.
Or go to an ATM tonight.
And start pulling money out.
You know, I'm almost 58 years old and I have never used an ATM.
I only used one in college. I don't use them anymore.
How many canning jars is a good threshold to have? How much do you normally can in a year?
You said, man, about the bans. Concealed carry at all times.
All right, we got to answer Wheatree because she's important. Yes. I think it's a she.
Yes, Wheatree.
Does it make sense to shut down a nation over 68 deaths? I'm going to defer the answer to my wife.
Okay, so it's not that it's over 68 deaths. It's because of the transmissibility. That's probably not a real word. It's because of how quickly this thing gets passed around. And when you have a thing like a virus easily passed, then what happens is so many people get it, then your death rate goes up. And even with 5 or 10%, they said now are of the people who actually get it need serious care. Our hospitals are not ready for larger numbers.
Revolting Man's here.
Hey, Revolting Man. Of acutely ill people showing up at their facility. As my husband has said, most hospitals operate right on the edge.
Well, they have to. They can't afford to have a whole empty wing all year round. I mean, who gonna pay for that?
Right. So they only have a few beds available. And so when a large number of people show up, that's where a problem comes in our system. And even with the virus having, Ebola has like a 60-70% death rate. This virus has a very small one, 3%, something like that. The Spanish flu had even less. But what happened with the Spanish flu, which is what they're seeing may happen with this virus, is 50 million people, worldwide died from it, which means that many more people actually got the Spanish flu. And so the
Bodoc is a doctor, and he said he agrees with everything you just said.
yeah, the threat is from how many people will end up getting it and how many people of them will need care and be really, really, really sick. That's why you see in the press right now, they're stressing how many people have survived it. How many people, I think they said like 96% of people catch it. They get sick. It's a virus, but that they recover.
Did anybody see Al Lookner today, right after the press conference? Oh, he was hot.
He was very angry. I was kind of angry today when I heard some idiot saying, "Oh no, we need to leave our schools open. We need to have this space available for our students," or whatever he said. It's like, no, you don't. What you're saying is, I want this virus all over my school, and I want my students to all get it and take it home to their families. It's common sense. The way to stop this kind of outbreak is to isolate yourself. And I've said it in all my videos about the virus.
Isolate yourself.
You have to stay away from the people who have it. Cities who quarantine themselves during the Spanish flu and would not let anybody come in and no one's going out, they didn't have any cases, and the flu, what they called it, burned out. It like caught, and people all around them got sick, and then it moved on.
Fast.
And so,
Weetree, you're gonna have to say that again. I lost what you said.
That's how
Sister
you
Kate,
stop
please
it.
wrench Biddy Boo.
Biddy Boo, I do not think she's seen your comment, Weetree Bonsai.
She said wrench her.
Wrench Biddy Boo?
Yeah.
Make her a moderator? I don't know if I can do that right now.
Yeah, we'll do that later. You should talk.
Yeah, okay. Oh, there's Sasquatch. Yeah, I don't think I can do it from my phone. I'm sorry. I think I have to have my computer. Or even if I do, I've got to, play with it up there. And
then we'll lose you all. Trust me, I've been here before.
And then we lose you all somehow. Okay, so that's what we think's happening with the quarantine. That we answered the question about, should we shut down the whole country? Yes, we should. We should.
Should you be ready to stay in your home or in your yard for a few months?
She says just click the button next to her name. All right, I will try.
Let me see. Oh, I can't do it because I'm a moderator.
I will try to find her, but see already.
Biddy Boo, say something.
There she is. I'm ticking on her. Come on.
Foot goes all the way. I'm going to say, I told you so.
That's right, Weetree. I found it. All right.
Are you hitting the biddy with a wrench? That's what Wes said.
Don't you think she needs to be hit with a wrench, Wes?
She's wrenched.
She's wrenched.
She's wrenched.
Biddy Boo,
you have great power, Biddy Boo. Use it responsibly.
Wisely. There we go. That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Quickly it was given. Quickly it can be taken away.
Does anyone else, or do we want to say anything else about the quarantine?
Well, none of us know anything about the quarantine,
this is what we think is
I just think whatever
happen.
you see tomorrow, it's going to get longer and more as it comes.
Okay, so what do we think you should do? That was going to be the second part of this live stream. What do we think you should do? PT, seriously. We saw an older couple out today with their workout
California-esque
pants
PT gear
and
on.
And their tunic tops.
And the guy had like the Joker hat on.
Yeah, he had the. No, he didn't.
I thought he had like 4 things coming off his hat with bells on them.
No.
So he looked like to me in his little girly spandex.
No.
Go on.
They had their workout clothes on and they were fast walking on the road. And they were older than we are. So PT is important. We think you should try to get PT. Easy to say. We live where we can go, for a... What do you think?
We can do burpees anytime we want.
No, we can go for a 3/4 mile walk or something through the woods.
But you like burpees. I remember when you used to do burpees.
Like I like having my teeth pulled. Get out of here. So do PT. even if you're in an apartment, you can do things like CrossFit and just walk around the apartment, do push-ups and sit-ups and stuff like that. But keep yourself healthy. Drink a lot of fluids. Drink a lot of water. The
Jim
word
Beam.
is the word is the virus is growing in your nasal passages and in your trachea, and so you want to flush your
I'm
trachea.
feeling a bit parched
You
myself.
do look parched. You sound parched. You should have a little something.
Okay, I'll get a little something.
And I think I've got a cup over there with some juice in it, if you don't mind
Yes,
bringing
dear,
it
I will
over.
get you your drink. Carry on. Sister.
So we said be healthy, drink a lot of water. You should already have your meds. You should already have medicines for the symptoms of this virus, which are fever, coughing, body aches. Sometimes it's vomiting and diarrhea.
There's other medicine.
This'll pickle you. It'll keep the virus from being able to get you.
Don't want it to get you.
Oh, see, he keeps interrupting me, and I
I'm
lose
sorry,
my train of thought.
You were talking about things you need to have medicinally.
That's right.
Albo X knows.
Right. Albo X can tell you too, but you want to have things like fever reducers, Tylenol, Motrin, ibuprofen, aspirin.
Albo's the one who introduced me to vitamin M.
Vitamin Motrin, he's saying.
Vitamin M.
Also, just regular vitamins, we've been told, but I haven't looked into it scientifically yet. Vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc. Zinc is always good, though. I mean, there's that whole line of Zicam cold meds that are based on zinc. It helps reduce the symptoms. Mucinex, blackberry root tea, things that shrink
Who taught
swelling.
us that? Travis at
Set Apart Homestead. And I did a little experiment myself with the blackberry root tea, and it does work. It shrinks swelling. You're going to want thermometers so you can check your temperature. You're going to want to have cough drops, cough meds. Guaifacin and dextromethorphan are the two ingredients in most cough meds. And there's lots of natural remedies. There's pineapple juice supposed to be good
Perfect
for
and
coughing.
Weakness. I'm going to build. Can I build on what Perfect and Weakness said?
Sure.
He said, or she said, walk around with toilet paper and fight the people off trying to take it from you. Great exercise. What about a Keep America Great hat and
With
toilet paper? And
Yes.
and a bottle of what's that?
Purell.
And just walk around like that.
Just walk around like that. Heck yeah. Hone up your self-defense skills. So get back to topic. We're always veering off topic. Cough meds. Okay. You can also treat fever with cold compresses. You can make those kind of teas that people talk about that have all sorts of good stuff in them. Apple cider vinegar, onion, garlic, turmeric, cinnamon, ginger,
I gotta address BK's
all in
thing.
tea. Okay, go ahead.
BK said, yeah, try wearing a MAGA hat in Oregon. Great workout opportunity. You know, my father is 80-something years old, and once a week he meets with these young fellas. They're all in their 70s, and they meet at a diner for breakfast, and they all wear MAGA hats. And he says people give them dirty looks, but nobody says anything because these are men who fought in Vietnam and, well, I guess he's the oldest, so Vietnam era. They're all hard men. They have a hard look. And people
What's
are
your
like,
shirt say?
Old Man's Club.
That's right. Because you beware the old man.
What's it say on the back?
Oh, I can't remember. And I can't
Beware of the old man in a world where men die young.
That's right. Those old fellas know a thing or two. So you want to have all your meds. If you're locked in your house, you want to have some things. What? That is awesome.
Kent Phillips.
Kent Phillips. What is your plan? Ooh, smoke signals?
Kent Phillips, I've had this before. What is your plan to communicate with us when the internet goes down? If the internet goes down, you're on your own. I have told you everything I can tell you. You need to just do what you're going to do. If the internet goes down, we've got bigger problems, and guess what? We're probably dealing with them here, so there will be no combo.
He says that, but I will suggest to you that you look through our videos, do a search, find the ones you think you need, and download them now. Record that information.
And I've already forgotten who asked that. We're starting the Viking Ham Network too. Canteen Cup is heading that effort.
Okay, and you can still buy Pastor's book online, which if you need, how to do this stuff, information, it's at Amazon, right? And Barnes and Noble.
Mm-hmm.
So buy
But
his
we are
book.
starting a Viking network, hand network, and I think on here he's Canteen Cup. He's heading that up.
So there you go. I hope that answered your question. Okay, so back to what you're going to be
Amen,
doing
brother Albo.
during the quarantine. You're not going to go out if you can help it. You should already have gotten your meds now, and if you haven't gotten your meds, then go out and get them if you have a med that you have
or
to
you'll
take.
be off your meds.
Or have your alternatives like there's all kind of herbs and things for different, like if you have asthma, there's herbs, spearmint, peppermint, so on, for reducing bronchial swelling.
This is going fast.
You probably should have some books and stuff at home so that you can read or write or do whatever your hobby is while you're staying at home. Because you want to have a little bit of stuff to stimulate your mind. You don't just want to sit there staring at the walls.
Matthew Bias said, a unique trick I have for nighttime coughing, as weird as it sounds, is to put Vicks salve on the bottom of your feet and wear socks. My plan is to, what are those things called? Tesla pearls? What are they called?
Yeah, Tesla pearls.
Are they Tesla, like the car?
Tesla
Elbow
weight.
X, what are they called? They look like little salmon eggs or something. They work great.
They
Something
were.
pearls.
But you got to get them with a prescription. You can't just get them yourself.
Well, you got to get them with a prescription
but
and hang on to them.
Pastors that
Is
comment...
Albo ex-Albanian? No, he's Hawaiian.
Got me off topic again,
Sorry,
sweetie.
sweetie. I'll let you go. I'll be quiet. I'll just give you the important stuff.
Coughing and Tessalon. That's right, Tessalon. Coughing and irritation in your nose and everything can also be helped by essential oils. And I'm not an essential oil.
I'll put the comments I want you to look at the top.
Yeah, okay, right. We'll get to that in just a minute. I'm not an essential oil salesman. I don't think you should drink them, and I don't think they're God's gift to everything, but I do think they have their uses, and some of them are very useful. And so your eucalyptus oil, your peppermint oil, anything that has menthol in it is really good for opening up, again, your sinuses when they're all swollen and your nose running. The other thing about these kind of viruses is you want to be blowing your nose and draining, letting your nose run. If you take something like Benadryl and it stops your nose from running, a lot of times you can get the sinus infection from your mucus just sitting up here instead of it actually coming out. Mucus draining at night, though, makes sleeping difficult. So we use Dayquil and NyQuil, and I would use
to good effect?
The eucalyptus oil to keep my mucous membranes from swelling up too bad. I use it to shrink them, and we did okay with the influenza that we had. So if you don't have essential oils, try to get some. Walmart has some. Any natural food store would have some. Eucalyptus, peppermint, spearmint, rosemary, some people say. There's a lot. The people who work there can probably tell you. Also, if you're staying home, you need your food and your water. Come on now. You need at least a gallon of water per day per person.
That's so minimal, though. That really is.
It is minimal. It's not like taking a shower or anything. That's just for you to drink. If you want to bathe and everything, you need more. So be filling up your containers now.
You had to deal with that our whole married life.
That's right. If you're a wife and your husband is either out of the country or having to work, when you stay home, you need to be checking out for your own security. You should already have a big dog who barks. Locks on your doors. You should be trained in how to defend yourself with a firearm. You don't want to just be the person who doesn't know what they're doing. Keep your doors locked. Don't answer the door.
Go ahead, keep talking.
Have a peephole or some way to be able to look out your door without opening up to see who's there. That Ring or I think it's called Blink too. There's two companies that are selling that camera that's in your doorbell. that you can see who's outside, and also you can talk to them and tell them,
Did you mention gun?
I did. I said you need to have a firearm and you need to
needs
know
to be
how
on
to
you.
use it, and it needs to be on you. And don't broadcast that you're by yourself. Have a car parked in your driveway.
Big muddy boots on the front porch.
Big muddy boots on the front porch. Keep lights on at night outdoors, because people love it when it's dark and they can sneak up.
Big dog, you said that.
I said big dog.
Big barky dog that wants to eat you.
Yeah, I mean, even a little yappy dog, if that's all you have, alerts you to someone being there, and you need to be serious. You need to take it very seriously. That's
I know who that is.
That's you. You can take it or...
Hey man, I'm in the middle of a live stream. What's up?
Yeah, so let me see if I can catch up. I am so behind on all of this.
And I like people who get it.
Okay, awesome. There's no way I can catch up to all that.
I know. I've been telling you some
Okay,
of them.
so you've got your food, your water, your medicines. You've got...
You want me to go?
Yeah, what else you can think of?
So I was in the military as a second lieutenant. I came home late one night, early in our marriage. We did not have a dishwasher in our government quarters. My wife, newlywed wife, was downstairs washing dishes, and when I came in the house, our 357 was sitting on the counter next to her, which was normally upstairs in the bedroom. And I said, "Why is the 357 down on the counter?" Do you remember what you said?
No.
She said, "I heard a noise." I thought, we're going to be okay. This is a good response to hearing a noise.
But I'm talking about what people might also need at home.
I'm sorry. We're off the security question?
Yeah. Someone else said you might want to have plastic and duct tape so you can plastic and duct tape.
That's not going to help.
No?
Nah.
You don't need it. Okay.
You just got to be able to live at your house and not leave. So just think of everything you need.
That's basically it. I mean, and comfort items as well as absolutes.
Peanut M&Ms.
Chocolate of some kind. If you have children, you want to structure their days. If you've got your kids home and you're not used to them being home with you, structure their days. Plan some sort of activity for them in the morning, their lunchtime meal, another activity for them in the afternoon. It could be anything. Playing games, reading books, working on a project, sewing, painting pictures, making Play-Doh clay. You should have some reference books that have those kind of things in it. We had a set of encyclopedias, still have a set of encyclopedias, and one of them was mostly children's games from around the world. And there were all sorts of really good games in there.
Where are my people, man? They're supposed to be here.
It helps train the kids' minds and also gives them something to do. Can you have a beginner's ham network branch as well as your advanced ones? I have no idea.
What was the question?
Can you have a beginner's ham network branch as well as your advanced ones?
You are totally going to have to talk to Canteen Cup. I think we're having one network. What is the difference between a first lieutenant and a lance corporal? A lance corporal's been promoted twice. We used to say PFC and a second lieutenant. We'd say a PFC was promoted twice. You're welcome, Mark. He said thank you.
Is there any other questions? What do you think is going to happen in the next 2 weeks? And what do you have planned for those 2 weeks?
I have planned time with Mama and nobody else. That's what I got
correct.
planned.
We're going to chill out. We're going to do a whole lot of work around our homestead.
We're going to do garden work.
Yeah, there's all kind of planting. That's right. Gardening, weeding, planting things, lots of yard work. Yes.
Always look at the top.
That's right. Sugar Creek Homestead of Tennessee. Not looking so crazy, are you? If you've been a prepper for a while and your family was giving you guff, I bet they're not giving you guff.
I think it's an excellent opportunity to share to evangelize preparedness to people.
Sure.
At this time, they're all listening.
Pastor Joe needs 5 more straw hats. We have quite a collection of straw hats.
I think I only have one now, though.
I have 4.
I think I threw away my beat up one.
I think I have 4. They're very useful here in the summer. It gets stinking hot. We sweat.
06 Seabass, we can't speak to the economy. Neither one of us is an economist.
Although we think it's.
I think it's all tubing. I think America's going down, but that's just me. I hope it doesn't.
Oh, and I've got those chicks. I've got to take care of those chicks every day. Gather eggs. I'm still pruning grapevines. I've still got to do that. I've had a sick duck today. I had to cut off a bumble on its foot. I mean,
Monkey Storm Chaser's here.
He's been here, I think.
Okay, Shield Maiden getting garden ready. Judgment in Time. Oh, I know. I've been preaching about it.
Come on, you guys. Did they answer a question on what you guys are going to be doing in the next 2 weeks?
You know, Joy said.
Are you going to have to stay home? Do you have your activities planned for your day? I mean, it'd be a great time. I would love time.
Albo X had a good point. Can I say it?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's right. He said if you smoke, you better stock up and you shouldn't smoke. Okay, got it. Everybody knows that. But if you smoke, do you really want to be going through withdrawal and being angry when everything else is going on too?
We know people. Well, I don't know.
Switch to Copenhagen. That's what I say.
I would love to just clean out my refrigerator. I would love to have 2 hours to just get all the stuff out, wipe everything down, and put it all back in.
Amanda Paradise said, please elaborate, PJ, on America going down. Read Sir John Glubb's Fate of Empires. It's available for free online. It's like 29 pages.
Transplanting tomatoes.
That's what they're doing.
Garden.
Incubating duck eggs.
Incubating duck eggs. Wow. Yeah.
Ed Healy, I think it's Ed.
Yeah.
E.E. Healy is on a lockdown.
That's right.
We're close to lockdown. We're waiting for one case to be officially reported in our county or a surrounding county.
And then we're in lockdown.
And we're locked down.
I mean, shoot. Pastors got to get Jack out and start working on the roads a little bit more.
That's a great idea by Kent Phillips.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, start a daily journal. It'll make
for
a
later reference.
Book.
It could be great for history later.
Right? It'd be a wonderful book to have a diary of what went on. I love reading old accounts of things like there was this huge snowstorm in Nebraska, I think it was. Okay, so Gather and Grow, I will answer your question.
You must tell everyone what it was.
The question is, how do you keep chicks alive when you are off grid? Okay, so one of the ways you do this thing is you put hot water in a jar. You maybe even boiling hot. I'm not sure how hot, but hot. It's got to be.
That's to get away from it if it's too hot.
Right, they won't lay right next to it, and you just keep replacing that. And when it starts getting cooled down, you put another jar of hot water. Another technique is to have a jar and have one of those tea candles in it, because it'll heat it up enough that they can gather around it and it'll keep them warm. You will have to replace it during the day and during the night. And I don't know exactly how long they.
Well, what are you doing to keep your chicks warm when it's going down to be cold at night?
We're having our wood stove on.
And they're in a little bin going. Beep, 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 beep,
right now they're sleeping, but mine are in a plastic bin because it's easy to clean them. I used to keep them in the galvanized steel containers in the good old days.
Following Yeshua keeps his next to a wood stove too.
Yeah, keep it next to wood stove. So you can do it with the tea candles. I think they're a couple of hours at least. Like they'll burn 4 hours and then you replace them. Another technique is during the daytime you put them in your car. Because the
cars get warm if it's sunny.
Right, if it's sunny, the car gets warmed up, and so you just leave the birds in the car while it's sunny all day long, and then at night you do the tea candle thing. So that's the ways we've heard to do it off grid. Now I know someone said there's incubators that are run on kerosene. I have not done that myself. The best way to do it is to have a hen who goes broody and let her hatch them.
Yep.
That she does a great job. She'll hatch them out and then she'll teach them how to eat and drink and how to be a chicken. So that's why I got those 6 Sussex chicks. They're pullets, which means they're females, and they're 4 weeks old because they will start laying eggs in like 3 months and hopefully also be broody. I have birds now and they get broody, but none of them have successfully hatched any chicks. So I want a self-sustaining chicken operation here because we've already done it with the goats.
Somebody said silkies.
Yeah, silkies are awesome.
What kind did you just get?
I got Sussex. They're an old English breed. Silkies are
Sussex. They drink tea
and have scones. The
biscuits.
the silkies are awesome, but you can't find silky pullets online, or I couldn't, for any kind of money that I could afford. I can't afford to pay $70 for one bird. So I got a breed that is supposed to also sit on eggs.
Crumpets. I thought that was a tardy woman.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a strumpet. That's a strumpet.
Yes, sure. Uh, so, what are your guys' questions? What else you want to talk about?
We're going to do housework and gardening. That's what we're going to do.
And relaxing, hopefully. And it's springtime here. We can walk through our woods, look at flowers. I'm continuing to work on our orchard. Hear the little frogs peeping.
We will never get all our work done.
Right? I mean, I've got projects. I'm making a basket. I've been kind of teasing that on Instagram, but from the cut grapevines that I've done so far, I am making a basket, and I want to make more. Good source. Oh. Wait.
What should I do when my neighbor shows up wanting a cup of flour? I told him to stock supplies forever. Doesn't listen to me. Barter. I might be able to spare you some flour. What do you got to trade?
That's a great idea.
Make them work for it.
I was going to say some people have prepared certain amounts of food that they have already intend to give out to people knocking on the door. Oh yeah, brother, we have this bucket bag, whatever. Here you go. Good luck. Send them on the way. That can work great, or it can bite you in the rear end because they show up each day hoping you will continue to feed them, and that's no good. You want them to somehow become self-sufficient.
The posse's 30 minutes out.
Well,
time to rehearse actions on contact. And my posse's 30 minutes out. What do you think? All right. Shalom, Tony and Melissa. Shalom.
Tony and Melissa. Yay. Be very, very careful. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Bank machine would not give cash. That's like you're the second person that said that today.
Ooh.
Warney Stone said, love the magnet, Sister Kate.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've gotten...
Chicken Neck said hi.
Pretty good feedback on those. I have plans for more, but, try to do something like that. Well, unless you're at home for 2 straight weeks. I may have time to work on some more.
Oh, yeah. Can we talk about bugging out? Here's the thing. If your plan is to bug out when times get hard, your bug out vehicle should currently be packed. You should have that thing ready to go. I think
full of gas.
Yeah, and extra gas to get you where you need to go without stopping and all that. But if your plan is to bug out when times get hard in your area, you need to be ready to go now. That's my advice. We have people who are actually packed up, ready to launch right now.
Remember that scene in the Pirates of the Caribbean when someone says to Orlando Bloom's character, like, if you were waiting for that moment when like that romantic thing was going to happen, that was it back there. Do you remember that? Same kind of thing. If you've been waiting to do your bug out stuff until that time when it seems like it might be necessary,
you're too late.
That's now. Okay.
Yep.
You want to have that thing ready. So,
do you think they will force healthcare workers to stay in the hospital and work like they did in China? No, they may go as far, and there are plans, I have actually seen them, to nationalize all the healthcare workers, to tell them you now are basically in the military and you have to do these things, but actually enforcing that is going to be extremely difficult.
My personal idea, Pastor has, more practical experience and all that stuff, is that they're going to start reaching down into things like the local paramedics and the vet techs and the, what am I trying to say? Like lab techs, people who have a basic knowledge, medical knowledge, and then saying, all right, we're going to give you a crash course in what we want you to do, and then have them doing that. Yeah. that was a suggestion by a medical consultant company, was that you start taking less certified people and just training them up in some kind of crash course to be a nurse or something like that.
Albo, you can come, brother. It's just don't bring the spam.
Yeah, spam can't come.
Keep Tora here.
But you can come. Absolutely.
Heck, you can come without your bag. I might have a couple. Has he been here? Actually been here?
I don't think so.
No, just to High Prairie Acres, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
All you
No
have to
span,
do...
no elbow. Choices, brother. Choices.
Oh, okay. All right. Seriously? You're going to turn down...
He's teasing.
My chocolate chip cookies for spam? Okay.
I don't think he likes chocolate chip cookies.
Fine. Whatever, dude. I've been told by my own self that they're really good.
You've been told by yourself?
That's right.
Self, I thank you for this cookie.
That's right, self. They had some awesome chocolate chip cookies. Okay, so anything else we want to say? Get your garden going. Be prepared to not be able to travel very far or have your daily activities severely restricted. And the FedGov and like your healthcare, FEMA people and all that in your state will be able to hold you for 72 hours. That's in the CDC's.
They got to catch me before they can hold me.
Standard operating thing that if, they think you've come in contact who has the thing and they want to make sure you're okay, they can hold you for 72 hours before they even decide what they're going to do with you. So, if you want to go rogue and rebel and ride your motorcycle from California to New York, go on with your
I look at it like, oh, please don't throw me in that briar patch. I cannot leave Shofar Mountain.
Oh, the burden.
Fine. Okay.
Oh, the struggle.
If it's the rules, I guess we'll follow it.
We'll just stay here. I think it would be very hard to lock down all the borders of the states.
You think?
Do you think?
They can't. Physically, they can't. They can make it a law, though.
Right?
They can patrol with drones and say no traffic can move, and then if a drone picks it up,
they can.
People in a helicopter show up.
I mean, most people want to travel down the main highways anyway, and that's where they're going to put the stops and stuff. I don't know if they're going to be able to cover every square mile.
There's some side conversations going on here about Tommy Hawks and spam and chocolate chip cookies. Who knows what else?
I tell you what, though, besides us, Wes S is not going to have a problem hanging out and finding things to do in and around his area.
I can't imagine being bored, can you?
Me neither, and neither would Biddy Boo. Biddy Boo always has little projects she's working on. She made this awesome hay baler out of just the framework of those IBC totes. You just make a couple of cuts and fold some things, and it was awesome. So, what do you think?
I think we're good. We can probably say goodbye to everybody.
All right. Thank you guys for stopping by. We're getting a little sleepy.
And I gotta go hook up with the posse.
Yes, we are. It's time for me to be able to just chill out and watch my favorite show. Thank you for stopping by.
It was great seeing you all. I mean
Absolutely.
that. It really was cool.
Be safe. Be smart. Be self-reliant. Be prepared. Bless you.
All right. See you out there.
We're out of here. Shalom.
Shalom.